The term reconciliation refers to restoring relationships between people who were once at conflict with one another. Reconciliation within restorative justice brings both parties together so that they can communicate and understand one another. Through this understanding, forgiveness and healing can start to happen. This process of communication can be very emotional for those involved. Victims open up about their feelings and experiences and attempt to understand what happened and how they are affected. Offenders are challenged to face their mistakes. Once the past is understood, the focus becomes doing better in the future. One process for reconciliation is called Victim-Offender Mediation, or VOM. This is voluntary for all participants and takes place within a safe environment facilitated by a trained mediator. VOM is key in restorative justice, as it encourages healing and restitution, rather than pain and retribution. Unlike a typical mediation scenario, victim-offender mediation occurs when it is clear that harm was inflicted by one person toward another. So, instead of brainstorming a solution to a common problem where one or both participants might be equally involved, the goal of VOM is to empower the victim and give him or her a voice in the restitution required of the offender. For example, rather than a judge assigning an arbitrary community service sentence for a property destruction crime, the victim would be active in discussing possible outcomes that could serve as restitution for the damage done. As difficult as it may be, VOM allows victims and offenders to have a dialogue, which never happens in a court of law in the United States. This communication often leads to increased empathy and a better understanding of one another, which can result in all parties gaining closure and beginning to heal. How can VOM help your school and community?